Hey guys, Mike here with the watch list video for Thursday, March 30th. The SPY gapped up and was in a really narrow range all day and ended up kind of running at the end of the day, but still, see how it closed pretty strong, but still has a pretty narrow range on the day. I've been talking about this for a while. I like posts in the chat. Somebody posted like late in the day, and I apologize. Usually I know who it is, like PYXS curl, right? Or curling back up when it probably was getting about that 440 level. And someone might have Tokyo'd that just on that post. And this is what I've been trying to say is if you see something that could pique somebody's interest and maybe give somebody, whether or not it's an A+ setup or whatever, right? Or so many people get hung up in, oh, I've got to give a trigger and stop. I love posts that have news or volume spike or PYXS, which is a recent high flyer, curling, right? Somebody could have grabbed that, looking for the high of day break, and had a really nice pop. And then after hours, now it's trading at 484. So let's remember that. Oh, hang on a second here. Not sure why I said hold on, because all I have to do is pause the video. But anyway, stuff like that's really beneficial. I'm going to go right into the watch list. Oscar OSCR had the big pop yesterday. Inside day today, but both days closing above its open. That goes on long watch. BKKT, I just wanted to throw one Bitcoin play on there, so I just chose that one because it had this pop a couple weeks ago and it's really coiled. So that's the one Bitcoin play I've chosen. SSYS, I think had a buyout offer over $19. Anyway, that one's super interesting. Like the daily chart, topped out back here around 16. Big volume today, broke 16. Looking for continuation there. LOCL, penny stock, but I threw it on watch because you had this volume spike back here to 75 cents. Today gapped up and topped out at 72. Love it over 72 tomorrow. Looking for that to push it through 75 and maybe squeeze. GBNH, just showing regular high volume, high relative volume lately. And today's high 139, yesterday's high 142. So possible kind of a stacked catalyst scenario there. JFIN. Went out at the highs today, big volume day. I believe they had earnings, and you got the whole number 4 that might come into play tomorrow. So that one goes on watch. ARCT, I believe, had earnings. Closing below the highs, but certainly looking for a continuation day there tomorrow. BBIO, big mover back here, came all the way down, and today had a big rip, but closed off its highs. That one's super interesting. RUM is kind of my sleeper pick, which is Rumble. Kind of topped out recently back here around 10. It's starting to curl up, and I'm pretty sure tomorrow that they have earnings after the bell. So sometimes you get a pre-earnings run, which you could argue has already started for a couple days. But and keep an eye on that one. And then lastly, believe it or not, I'm putting FRC. I don't know. The daily chart in all these banks looks terrible, but going to 15-minute candles. A few days ago, gapped up, sold off. Yesterday, sold off, never broke its early high. Today actually took off and held up fairly well, right? So I am actually going to put this on long watch. Again, you guys know me only for a trade and only if it gives an A+ setup. But that's it. That's what I'm watching. Have a great night, and we'll see you guys in the chat room in the morning.